swear it's the best thing I've ever seen. But the truth is you might think that it's done. And I'll just say it used to be better. And I'll just say it used to be better.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to It Used to Be Better, the podcast where my co-host and I, my wife, watch a movie from our childhood or upbringing and see if it holds up or it used to be better. I am Steve Picorni, joined with April Picorni.
Hi.
Okay, see, that's when you said hi. You're going to have to speak up.
Who else uses this microphone specifically? Because my mouth is all the way on it.
Levi.
Gross.
And sometimes Stackhouse.
Even weirder.
I don't watch these, but I always wipe the mics down with wipes.
That's not reassuring because my mouth is on it.
April, we watched a movie. We watched one of
Okay.
my movies.
First of all, this was an unfair movie week.
It's spooky time.
Steve got to go twice
It's spooky time.
because he was so offended that I had never seen Pet Sematary.
Well, so the trailer for the 2019 version of Pet Sematary came out.
Which I didn't pay attention to, that you were saying any of that.
And I was like, man, have you watched the new trailer for Pet Sematary? And you were like, I haven't watched the original.
Yep.
And it's spooky time. It's Halloween.
So he cheated and he made me watch another one of his movies.
Well,
He cheated.
we were going to watch Halloween Town.
But then I wanted something scary. Remember, I was like, I want something actually scary.
Yeah.
Halloween Town's like Disney Channel.
And like Halloween Town, is it on the DVR?
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not streaming anymore.
I already told you it's on the DVR.
Disney, can you get your app up and running, please?
They're going to listen just to you and this podcast for it.
Well, the head of Walt Disney is nodding yes. So this is a movie from my childhood.
Clearly, I was not into watching this kind of shit when I was 8.
Okay, so what's the question we ask? You ask me.
What do I usually ask you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it? Did it hold up?
That's the end. That's at the end.
Oh, what am I supposed to ask you right now?
What do I remember?
What do you remember?
Oh, the freaky girl
Yeah.
in the bedroom, the wife's sister, the Achilles being cut. And I also remember sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes that is better.
Okay, so I watched the new trailer, though.
Yeah, with John Lithgow.
And I was listening to the radio to David Mahoney because I like them. And they were just like, it should be illegal that John Lithgow does scary movies. It's too scary. He is like a good creep.
Did you ever see?
Dexter.
No,
Trinity
he's good in
Killer.
that. It's Raising Cain. It's called.
Raising Cane's. I love eating there.
Oh, I think he has like multiple personalities in that movie, but it's like fucked up. It's crazy, and he's like a bad guy in it.
Sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes that is better.
You don't ever remember me and Mark just
No, I choose to ignore you guys at all costs.
sometimes water is wetter.
No.
Yeah, we were just trying to come up with things.
Okay, well, you two are
Sometimes
literally, like,
Irish setter.
10-year-olds, so I just choose to not be a part of it.
We have fun.
No, it's fine. You guys can have your fun. I don't want to be a part of the weird fun.
He listens.
I'm glad.
He
listens.
remember when I was like, oh, I think there's a John Mark Holly sock under the bed. He texted me because he left one here and he left one somewhere else.
Did you ever send his package?
I did.
Wow. Proud.
I wonder if he got it. It's a better question.
Hopefully he did. So we watched Pet Sematary.
Watch Pet Sematary.
The original, which is spelled incorrectly.
1989. Pet Sematary. Directed by Mary Lambert.
I was going to say Stephen King.
He wrote it.
Yeah, no shit.
April, can you tell me a movie without looking that Mary Lambert directed?
No, I can't. Should I know?
We just talked about it a moment ago, but it's sequel.
We just talked about it a moment ago.
We did. Halloween Town 2.
Yeah, fuck
Calabar's
yeah.
Revenge.
Oh man, and I love that one more.
We need to find that. We could have a Mary Lambert
No,
podcast.
You can't watch Halloween Town 2 without watching Halloween Town 1.
She also directed Janet Jackson's Nasty music video.
Okay, well, Halloween Town 2 is
Nasty.
actually better.
Nasty boy. She did Pet Sematary 2, and that's garbage. I'm not a big fan of Pet Sematary 2 at all.
All right, so we watched it.
That's the podcast. Thanks, everyone.
The end.
Now, let's get into it. So it opens up with a family just moving into a house. Like, straight up pulling up.
Dude, all I remember is like the cemetery. They were showing the cemetery for like 10,000 years.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it opens.
That's
up.
not like integral to the movie.
Yeah, it is. That's what the whole fucking movie's about. It's about a pet cemetery.
Well, it's not like we never get introduced to the Pet Cemetery.
It's not like we ever get introduced to the family. So, who's right and who's wrong? Me. I'm right.
I was gonna say, you are right. You're wrong.
All right, so it starts out with a scene of the cemetery,
Yeah, but then it's a family.
and then it pans out to a family that's moving into a house.
We watched this 4 days ago. I'm shocked
I
you
know.
even remember.
You know what? This movie was pretty fucking weird. I would remember it. It kind of creeped me out. Remember, I didn't want to come up the stairs by myself.
Well, that's how us going to bed usually goes. You don't want to come up the stairs and crawl into bed with me.
Oh, I didn't get it. I thought you meant I'm always scared.
Well, that too. It's a family of 4. Little boy, Gage. Little girl, Annoying.
Man, Kim wanted to name a child Gage if she ever had a son, which is so weird that she named Robert.
Yeah, why didn't you name him Gage?
She ended up naming a dog Gage, and I think that like she couldn't do it.
That
not
doesn't
like some
stop me.
people. I know it doesn't stop people. If anyone wants to know, Steve's childhood dog was named Oliver,
be
and then he named our son Oliver.
Okay, to be fair,
To be fair,
I named the dog after Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. And I named Oliver, our son, after the dog now.
stupid. What did you name Oliver after?
I just really like the name.
I let Steve choose because that's his son.
Well, and you liked it too.
Oh, I definitely liked it. I just wanted his middle name to be my choice.
Because first off, you shot down Alfred. 'Cause that's a great name. That was my grandfather's name.
I shut that shit down real fast.
Alfred Woodrow Picorni.
Okay, which name did you not like of mine? Lincoln.
All of them.
What? That would have been so cute.
So the little annoying girl, there's a tire swing, and she immediately runs and plays on it.
Why are you calling her a little annoying girl? She's
She-
like 6.
Annoying.
Right? How old is she? No, she's probably like 9.
Well, she like walks up at multiple different points in the movie and like just interrupts her dad in whatever he's doing.
That's
like,
what kids do.
He's fucking reading the paper, and she just like slaps the paper out, and then he's watching TV, and she just walks up and turns the TV off.
Have you not been around children? That's what kids do.
I'll punch all of
So
her.
she's just being a normal ass
Straight
kid.
in his jaw.
So she's just living her life.
Can you imagine if one of your niece or nephew walked into the room and shut the television off when Matt was watching like sports or some shit? World War X. We would skip 7 of them.
Wow. That's crazy.
So Gage is around what, 2?
He has literally got to be Oliver's age. Which
Yeah,
is
the-
why
the
I did
actor's
not like
like-
watching this movie.
The actor's like 3, I think.
Yeah.
Starts heading towards a road. There's like a shit ton of trucks just speeding fucking through. Mm-hmm. And he's about to walk in the street.
Like semi-trucks.
Yeah, huge like trucks.
Yeah.
And suddenly we go, no, not today. And it's
Thank you. I'm Lewis Creed.
Judd Crandall. I live just across the road. You want to watch out for that road.
it is Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster.
I didn't know who he was.
I don't. You know who Gomez Adams is?
Is that from the Addams Family?
What the hell is wrong with you? You know they do what they want to do and they say what they want to say.
Am I still supposed to know who it is now?
That was the song from the Addams Family. It was MC Hammer.
But sometimes that is better.
Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster.
Yeah. He's the creepy ass neighbor that just fucking invites himself everywhere.
Okay, so it's Maine. It's East Coast living. People are friendly. You're having picnics in the backyard
You hate our neighbors.
because our neighbors are assholes.
Our neighbors to the left of us are nice.
Yeah. But like nowadays, like you don't talk to your neighbors.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah. When I was growing up, like we talked to our neighbors. We were best friends with our neighbors. They would come over. We'd have a barbecue.
Your neighbors probably hated their lives because they
I still
had to hang
talk to
out with you
all
and
of
your
them.
family.
Thank you. So he saves Gage and says these damn trucks keep speeding through here like bat out of hells.
I live just across the road. You want to watch out for that road.
They are
And-
though. They're scary.
Oh yeah. And
They're on this huge plot of land. Like they obviously have a huge property,
yeah.
and it must be where like near like a truck establishment is near because they're always.
Well, later
driving
on
by.
we do see like a truck leaving wherever it was
Yeah.
like the distribution center, let's
Right.
call it. And Ellie, the annoying little girl, wants to know what the path goes down. There's a story there.
Yeah, come over, creepy ass neighbor, and tell me all about your creepiness.
He said
Why the fuck does he live alone? Why is he alone?
because his wife died.
Well, maybe he should get a new wife.
He's 80, dude.
Get a new wife, dude.
Get a new wife.
You're not dead yet. 80.
Tinder wasn't around yet.
He should be in a nursing home then. Okay.
He's completely able.
They can hook up all the time there.
Yeah, and that's why there's always like herpes and
There
shit
is.
outbreaks.
There are
and-
lots of STDs.
Disgusting. So yeah, he says, "Oh, there's a story behind that path, and I'll show you. We'll go down." I'm lost in thought.
Okay, they meet the creepy neighbor. They notice the trucks are speeding by, and he says, like, if you got any animals, right?
Oh yeah, because there's the dumb cat church named after
Winston Churchill,
who is
who's in that fucking show,
Show.
I've been watching.
we've been watching this show on Netflix. It's like a travel show where this guy travels with his 76-year-old dad,
And he's just obsessed with Winston Churchill.
Churchill.
Remember, he's like,
but not Hitler.
oh my god, no, he's just like, he named like the creepy doll thing
Yeah,
Winston.
The
He's
good
like,
luck doll.
that was the name I should have chosen.
And we also meet the like helper. What the hell's her name? I want to say like Missy, but that's not it. It is Missy. Thank you.
Oh, good
And
job.
she has stomach cancer. She keeps having stomach problems and refuses to let the doctor look at her
Yeah, why is she a weirdo?
because it's Maine. We know somebody who's from Maine.
Is it fucking Foss?
It is.
Yeah, you know what? Not surprised. He a weirdo.
Shout out to the Fosscast.
He does not listen.
I wonder. You know what? I think he might.
No fucking way.
People like us. Well, people like me, and they deal with you. So he's gonna take the cat to get its nuts chopped off.
Oh, right. Remember, he like... Is this before or after they saw the Pet Cemetery?
They haven't seen the Pet Cemetery yet
With the nuts chopping off thing? Mm-hmm. Okay.
because he goes to school because he's a doctor. The main character, Lewis. Mm-hmm. So he's the new doctor at the college.
School,
yeah. And his first day, somebody is like obliterated by a fucking truck. And like they bring him into the school and he tries to save his life. And he tries a bunch of shit and it doesn't work. And he's like, oh, well, I tried.
Yeah.
And this guy's name is Pascal. Mm-hmm. Pascal like jumps to life and is like, the soil of a man's heart is stonier. And then he like dies.
Soil of a man's heart is stonier. Lewis.
Remember that?
Well, I don't even know what the fuck you just said. What is it? What's the quote he says?
The soil of a man's heart is stonier.
You said it like such a weirdo.
Well, and then he says, I'll fire, like I'll visit you or I'll be back.
Yeah.
I
that's
think it
what
was
says.
I'll be back.
And
The
he
titular
literally turned into
catchphrase.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep. The titular catchphrase of the movie, I'll be back.
No.
Well, and then they go to the Pet Cemetery.
Okay, that's when they decide to do the tour of the Pet Cemetery after he had that hard ass day at work.
You're right. The Pet Cemetery tour is first.
Yeah, Dude,
because
who knows this movie better than me? I've seen it once.
because that night, yeah, they tour the Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, like it's
and
nonchalant.
the mom is like, "Ooh, death," and the Fred Gwynn is like, "No, dude, like you can remember like the dead, and you can like think about all the good times you had."
Okay, first of all, it wasn't that insane. Like
She
the wife
was. She is like, and because Fred Gwynn like gives Creed a look, he's like,
well, because you find out how fucking crazy the wife is later.
"Oh, she nuts."
Oh, she's crazy.
We find out that she laughed because her sister with meningitis died.
Yeah, she's fucking nutty. And then the doctor's just like, it's all right. Here's some medication. Right?
It's all right. Let's bang right now. I've never been so turned on.
Is that what they did?
No.
Oh, it's like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, but he gives her a sedative.
All right, we're jumping ahead.
That's
jumping
fine.
ahead.
You know what? We try to stay in storyline too much.
Oh, let's not stay in storyline anymore. Anyways,
But so Pascal visits the
the
doctor
ghost.
that
The
night
ghost visits.
and like makes him get out of bed and like leads him to the Pet Cemetery, and he's like, "Don't go.
Over.
Don't go past. It's not worth it."
Don't go on, Doc. No matter how much you may feel you have to, do not go on to the place where the dead walk.
Don't do it.
And he's like, wake me up from this dream. Wake
Yeah,
me
he's, like,
up. Wake me
crying.
up.
And then he wakes up.
What the fuck are with your noises?
My noises are great.
No, please someone complain about them in the comments below. Is that even an option?
You would know if you looked.
I listen to podcasts. I don't leave notes and shit.
You should. Oh my god. We need reviews, April. 5 stars.
Go.
So yeah, Pascal is like trying to help him at this point.
I said go like we were going somewhere.
Let's go. Yeah, that's how you talk to our son. Then it's Thanksgiving.
No, remember, he doesn't know if it was a dream or real, but his feet are all
covered.
dirty.
Yeah. Yes.
And he's like, shit, maybe I was out there. What the fuck? He didn't say that,
Or-
but he's thinking it.
Someone's covering my feet in dirt in my sleep again.
Well, Oliver loves to put like little rocks and pebbles and sand on your feet.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst.
All right, so now
No, it's Thanksgiving, and everyone but the doctor leaves. And this is one of the things I told you I didn't pick up on as a kid. Mm-hmm. Like the dad and
him don't get along.
yeah, don't get along at all. Lewis do not get along, but it's never explained why. And like at one point, Gage dies. He gets hit by a fucking truck.
He
right?
does.
And at the funeral,
That part sucks.
at the funeral, I have a lot of bones to pick with that, by the way. So at the funeral, though, like her dad, Rachel,
Causes a scene.
Rachel's dad, yeah, gets all in his face, and he's like, I told her that you have so many problems. And it's like, what the fuck is not being talked about? Like, I've never read the book, so maybe it gets in
Probably.
deeper.
'Cause, I mean, his books are ginormous, though.
Yeah. But like, what the fuck is going on? Also in the book, okay. So the family goes for Thanksgiving. He stays, and then Fred Gwynn calls him and is like, I think you need to see something.
The cat
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
Which the little girl is like a fucking obsessed with the cat. She can't lose the cat. She'll probably just go kill herself.
Well, the girl has like the shine, like from The Shining. She like sees shit in the future. She's
you're
like, I had a
right.
dream that church died.
Yeah.
What? So they like pick church up off the ground and you're like, oh, am I boring you? This is our podcast. Picks church up off the ground and he's like stuck to the ground and his like head's all sideways and shit. It's dead.
The cat is dead.
So Fred Gwynn's like, all right, let's go bury
He
it.
basically is just like, she's not ready to let go of that cat.
Yeah. So they grab a pickaxe and a shovel
Oh, and then they
And the
journey for like 3,000 years.
and they get to the pet cemetery and Fred Gwynn's like, no, we're not stopping here. We're going there. And points where Pascal was like, don't go. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? So we get to the
yeah, but they made it seem like it was just right over it. It was like way far away.
They walk all night.
they walk all night, like up and down,
Yeah.
up, blah, blah, blah,
At least
like,
4 hours.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. So I would have been like, oh, that guy only meant right over. He didn't mean 10 hours through the fucking forest. So I would have been like, it's fine if we go farther.
Okay, so when they cross the buckle brush, the brumble, do you remember like that screaming noise that like happened? And
Yeah.
he's like, what the hell was that? Like just some loons. So in the book, there is like a whole Wendigo like storyline.
What's a Wendigo?
Do you remember playing Until Dawn?
Yes.
And that involved like the Wendigo. It's like a forest Bigfoot,
Yeah.
like Native American type creature.
Okay.
I guess like they cut out or they just didn't like focus on anymore.
I wonder if they'll do in the new one.
Oh my god! I hope there's a Wendigo in the next one.
So they bury the fucking cat.
Yeah, so they
And
crawl
the cat comes back.
the very next day.
The cat comes back, and the cat is crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, so they go back and Paul, I keep wanting to say Paul, but his name's Lewis.
Is that the neighbor?
I
Okay.
didn't. This is the first podcast I've done with no notes. So, but the neighbor's
This is a
name is
very
Judge.
last minute podcast
But
choice.
so, Fred Gwynn talks to. I'm just gonna call him Paul. I don't care. Talks to Paul because Paul's like, "What the hell did we just do?" And he's like,
Well, yeah, first of all, I wouldn't have just like gone with my random ass neighbor stranger and journeyed for 3,000 hours and been afterwards for 12 hours of my
Well,
life. And like,
this point, he's not like some random ass neighbor. They've been neighbors for like months.
no, they made it seem like that cat died fast.
Well, but I'm saying from the time they moved in, they were in like springtime clothes, let's say. And now
I didn't
it's
pay attention
Thanksgiving.
to any of those
Now
details.
it's Thanksgiving,
All right, whatever. All right.
right? Right.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
they're-
'cause
now
past-
they're- excuse me. Now they're family.
Because if you think about it, Pascal's like in like running shorts. Nah, I mean.
No, I didn't pay attention to any of that. I don't even know what he was wearing. He was dead.
In a hoodie. So he's like, I'll tell you a story. And he talks about the Micmac Indians and how he buried his dog Spot there first. But Spot came back and he wasn't Spot. He had to kill him again.
Yeah. And he said,
And then he buried him in the pet cemetery.
then he buried him in Pet Cemetery. Yeah. All right. And then he tells the story about how a man buried
No.
his son.
That's
not
much
there?
later. Much later.
Is it?
Yeah, because then Paul's like, has anybody buried a person? He's like, whoa, what the hell? No, why would you ever think that? That's crazy thoughts, man.
He's
Crazy
not a stoner.
town, dude.
He's like a creepy old man.
And then like his daughter calls.
And she's like, I had a dream that he died. Is he okay?
Church okay? Yeah, he's fine. I haven't seen him. And then like one of the other creepier things in the whole movie is, Daddy, I love you. Like, because she's like, do you want to talk to Gage? And then
Yeah.
Gage like says the same thing twice, and he's just like,
Yeah, he says nothing.
yeah.
Because that's when he feels guilty.
I don't think he feels guilty.
Or like he just feels like crazy.
Oh yeah. It's a
And
descent
guilt.
into madness.
Because he's lying.
Eh.
Wow.
So the cat shows up like the next day and scares the shit out of Paul. Lewis. And like the cat's like obviously like something's
Like a
fucking up with
bitch.
him. Yeah. And he like checks like, and he's got like some wounds still, and he smells. And the smell continues throughout, because even after the girl comes back, like the cat seems like fine around the little girl and stuff, but just hates
Him.
Lewis. Yeah. Fucking, I hate cats.
Wow.
Cats are so dumb.
Yeah, the cat is obviously evil and thinks he's evil and whatever. But the little girl's like, my cat smells.
Yeah.
Probably because it's a dead cat,
Because
bitch.
it's dead. It's still dead.
It's a dead living cat.
But so we're trying to, it's not like, they're not zombies, right?
Well, no, because zombies have like no brain. It's basically like an evil spirit, like from the dead, is what I would think.
Yeah, they're just like reanimated. But evil because the ground's sour. Because the Micmac used to paddywhack, used to bury their people there, and it was fine. And then the ground like turned, and then they started coming back evil.
Yeah.
So then we're having a family barbecue, nice picnic. Everybody's out there flying a kite.
Yes. This is where you wanted to pick it.
Okay, so we saw Pascal, right? He got hit by a truck. Mm-hmm. Can you name me some attributes of Pascal? Half of his head's gone. He's bloody. Looks like
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gage, a little boy, gets decimated by this truck, right? Shoe comes off. Everybody's screaming. It's horrible. Fast forward to towards the end of the movie. All he has is a tiny little scar on his head. That's it. What? And they had a closed casket.
But remember, he falls out of the casket.
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't fall out. The casket falls to the ground, and it just opens, and you just like see his little hand.
Let me fucking tell you something. If my fucking father-in-law, which I don't have, sadly, but if I had a father-in-law like that.
I have a father-in-law.
Okay, so can you imagine my dad approaching you after your child dies and causing a fucking scene, and then that happens, and then like losing it on you? I would punch the fuck out of my own dad.
I'd wrap your dad up.
First of all, my dad would never do that. Luckily.
I'd choke
Thankfully,
your dad out.
My dad is a very nice man and would never do that. He has been in one fight since I've known him. My whole life.
That means his skills are rusty. I'm ready.
No, my dad could beat your ass.
I'm so much larger than your dad.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything.
And I'm...
My dad has way more ability and health compared to you. I would bet all my money on
I'm
my
telling
dad.
you right now.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm going to get your dad in a rear naked choke. And he's going down on the ground. I'm picking your little dad up and I'm throwing him.
I would have faith that you could probably fight my brother.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to get your brother in a rear naked choke. I'm taking him down to the ground.
Who's someone you could not take? Yeah, see, you're fucking full of it, dude.
Oh, Fuchigami. I couldn't... Ken?
Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.
Your little ass friend Ken?
Yeah, he's got a lot of anger. A lot of anger.
Isn't he short?
Yeah, but he's huge.
Yeah, I know you said that. I don't feel like I noticed that, though. Maybe I just...
Shout out to Little Muscle Ken. You hear what my wife says about you, bitch?
I guess I just don't like
He
look at
listens,
him
too.
like that. I would assume that you mean like Stackhouse. Like you could definitely take him out.
Oh, yeah, I'd kill Zach.
But see, Stackhouse and my brother are like the same. Like same, I think, body type and everything.
Poor Matt.
I don't think Matt would start a fight either. Matt would just be like me, fight with his words.
I don't think I could beat my barber up.
Do you think you could take Levi? You guys are like similar build. You guys would just start fighting and then high five at the end. Be like, this fight's over. Yay. Just be friends.
I wonder how many fights Levi's been in. See, but, okay,
Oh, shit. I don't know.
because Levi's an older brother.
What about me? Do you think I can take anyone out? I've never been in a fist
No,
fight.
I've never been in a fight either. Just shit with my brother.
Me too. Shit with my brother.
You slapped that one person.
I did slap a girl
And
in
you
the
used to
face.
beat up your boyfriends.
I did not. I only pushed one
Down the stairs.
down some
It
stairs.
broke his glasses.
I did break his glasses. To be fair, he deserved it. We're not going to say any names. Don't you dare.
Did you listen to the last Frank Culture podcast?
Ours?
No, Levi and I.
No, I listened. Oh, is that the one with the weird sound?
No, it's just Levi and I.
Oh no, because the last one I
It's
listened to
very
was the
good.
sound. The sound was weird.
First off, it's very good. And we shout out to the Skylar cast.
You're so
Stop.
irritating. Okay, but anyways, I think that I'm not a very good fighter. Fist fighting.
So like Brandon one time wanted to fight Jason. No.
Oh.
Oshesky, the racist from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And he we're all kind of drunk. And he was trying to fight Jason and I was like, stop, and I like grabbed his shoulder and he like tried to punch me and I just went into full fucking
You make it sound like
Steven
you're,
Seagal mode.
No.
And I ducked the punch and I picked him up and I fucking put him on top of my car. And I was like, you stop it.
You think just because you have like weight and height on you, that makes you a strong person, and it's not.
You mean the two greatest attributes to have in a fight doesn't make me a good...
You don't think you need any kind of physical ability to be in a fight?
What do you think I am? Crippled? You think I'm...
I don't think you're
I know you
crippled,
think
but
I'm an old man.
I don't think you have the stamina. I guess like you wouldn't
I don't
be
need
able to-
stamina. As soon as I get my arms around your fucking neck,
Whatever.
I'll just
I don't
choke
believe
you
it.
like this.
I don't believe it.
All right, let's fight later.
I don't want to. I'd win.
So,
This has went on way too long.
Gage gets hit by a truck, has one little scar on his head.
Man, all your friends are not going to like me after this one. They're going to be like, she thinks I'm this and she thinks I'm that.
That's just Stackhouse. Who cares?
What? I didn't even say anything bad about him.
You said I could
That's
kill
you
him.
guys. That's you guys. You guys are assholes to him.
How dare you?
No.
You know how many times I plugged the Legion the other day
I'm
on
Team
Levi and I?
Stackhouse.
You're on a losing team, sister.
It's a winning team if I'm on it, bitch. Make faces.
A little scar. That's all he's got. All right? This kid should come back. First off, there shouldn't be anything left.
Okay, man. I wonder if they're going to change that. Now I'm just thinking of things they could change in the new movie.
In the new one.
Oh my god, what if they make him look like really fucked up?
Oh, are we boring
Like
you,
half his,
Star-Lord?
like half his fucking like face is missing and shit.
Well, because I wonder
Ooh, I don't like that.
who's going to play Pascal.
See, I don't like shit like that that involves kids. I just don't like kid involving shit anymore. That's what made me not like this movie.
Kid involving shit.
Sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes that is better.
That's all I see. So who's starring in the Pet Cemetery, the new one? I know it's somebody I recognize.
Jason Clarke.
Yes. What's he from?
I think he looks like he's from The Americans, doesn't he?
I think so, dude. I think that's where I recognize him.
No. Well,
No.
he's in Twilight.
Twilight? What the fuck is he in Twilight?
A cop. He's not in The Americans.
Oh, shit. No, come on. Name some other things that he's in.
Great Gatsby.
The new one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it, because I definitely saw that. What else?
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Terminator,
Yeah, that's it.
Terminator Genesis. He's John
That's
Connor.
also it. You know what? Okay. Jesus, man. All right, I recognize him. I know who he is.
White House Down.
Stop naming movies. Now I know who he
Death
is.
Race. In a movie just called Kick.
Okay, so anyways. They're redoing this movie. And they better make the kid look fucked up. So he only has one scar when he comes back to life.
Yeah.
Steve is very mad about it. Clearly. We're never going to move on from it.
And
From
they
this
put him
podcast,
like
from
in a
our
little
life.
girl's dress. So in between Church and Gage, we get the story of the wife, Rachel, her sister.
Yeah, which is that just to be a creep factor? Like, what the fuck is the point of that story?
It's so fucking... Oh, well, I mean, it kind of...
It's so fucking unnecessary.
But it adds to the element at the end where, like, she's seeing her sister and, like, bringing up Gage. Because that painting, the blue boy painting is not a blue boy. It's a painting of her sister as a child. And then Gage at the end is, like, mirroring that outfit to show
I
that...
don't know what painting you're talking about.
The creepy painting of the kid.
Okay, yes.
See? And then Gage comes back in the outfit.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Also, look, Church.
Yeah. Where is that picture at?
It's in her parents' house. Rachel tells this whole story of how she had to, like, take care of her sister with meningitis.
Yeah, the sister is unfortunate looking.
Yeah.
Who clearly is a man being the woman.
Yeah,
Like
well-
a man actor.
Especially now, like, with the updated versions. I feel like shitty, like, VHS versions that we
Probably
used to
wouldn't
watch.
be able to tell. It's creepy.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's creepy now. I don't like it. But yeah, the sister's like spine is all fucking mangled, and she's like trying to feed her, and it's like gross.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. And she's talking about how like they left her chained in the room or whatever the fuck.
Because she was like crazy by
It
that
reminded
point.
me of like Goonies with that weird creature.
Sloth?
How the family's like so fucking rude and they just leave him chained. That's what it reminded me of.
Sloth has a big heart. Zelda is crazy. The
Right.
meningitis has gone into her brain, and now she's descending into crazy. So she tells this whole story about how much she hated Zelda, and how much she hated taking care of Zelda, and then Zelda
why
dies.
does that even come about?
They'll say you hated her, Rachel, and that was true. And they'll say you wanted her to be dead, and that was true too.
There's a conversation either it's when Church dies, or there's a
And
conversation.
she's like talking about death and how she doesn't feel comfortable
Yeah,
with
what
it
if
because
Church dies? Where's he gonna go? Or
yes, right.
it,
And the little girl is like fucking pissed about it. She's like, you know what? Fuck God. I mean, she's basically
yeah,
saying fuck
when
God.
when Gage dies, she's like, "Man, I want him back."
I'm talking about the little girl with her cat.
Oh yeah, God can get his own cat.
Yeah, she's
She's a
literally
brat.
like, God can bring me my cat back.
She says, "God damn it."
The mom has all right. If you lose your fucking child, I mean, you have all right to be pretty upset at God, or whatever the fuck else you want to be upset with. But it's a cat. That little girl's just going crazy about her cat.
You're just gonna get another cat. You won't even
Yes.
remember it, right, guys?
That's not true. But I'm just saying, like, she's a little girl who doesn't understand anything about death, but
Yeah.
she really likes to blame God, which is pretty intense.
But so Zelda dies under the care of Rachel.
The sister.
And Rachel's like, I ran outside to the neighbors screaming, Zelda's
This is going to
dead.
be
Zelda's
the
dead.
worst timelined
I don't care.
fucking podcast
I didn't take
ever.
notes. I was too enthralled in the movie. I love Pet Sematary. I want to enjoy it.
Well, it's scary as fuck, and I can't believe you watched this as a young kid. What's wrong with your childhood?
It's great.
Was it?
And she's like,
Was it,
the
though?
neighbors thought I was crying, but you know what?
I was laughing.
I was laughing. And then
And she's like crying and telling the story, and all I'm thinking is, this bitch needs medicine for
Lewis is like, that's okay. You're so hot. It's cool.
real. He does not
I
say
hate
it
your
like that.
parents even more now because they left a little girl. Hey, you know what was weird about that? Her and her siblings were both like massively overweight. Did you notice that? And like, it didn't look anything like they do now. Like, they didn't even try to cast someone that sort of looked like Rachel.
They don't need to even make that.
It was
they
like
don't need to make that effort. Okay.
freckles, and like red hair.
Because people don't. I didn't notice.
It was a family of carrot tops.
I did not notice at all.
Oh my god. Well, you don't even remember what Pascal's wearing.
Why the fuck would I remember like the detail of what he's wearing? All I could look at was his bloody, gouged head.
What about that scar?
Stupid.
So now Gage is dead.
The little kid died because he was chasing the kite into the street and got
Yep.
hit by a fucking
truck. And now,
Get that boy.
don't let him get into the road.
Yeah, that old man was pretty upset. Old man, why are you at our picnic?
That's what neighbors do. So, like, old man's there, Judd's there, and he's like, I know what you're thinking. And
Because obviously the family is grieving. They went to the fucking funeral. Obviously that shit went down with the dad.
yeah. And Judd is blaming himself because he allowed Lewis to bury Church at the Pet Cemetery, and now there's supernatural forces going on, and he feels like he is responsible because
For Gage dying, because they wanted them.
Micmac wanted Gage now. But he tells a story about like one of his buddies in the town.
One of my friends.
Yeah, went and buried his son, who came back from World War II. Bill Baderman buried his son Timmy, and Timmy comes back like
Insane.
fucked up.
Yeah.
They show him like digging in the or like in the ground, but then he has like a child's foot in his mouth. It's like a whole leg, and how they had to like
Burn him.
eventually, yeah, they
Kill him.
went to burn his house down.
And then the dad died with him.
Yeah, because he wanted his son. But then he's like, let's go, the house is on fire. And you can hear, like, Timmy going, no one to live, die. It's crazy. That's why they're not like zombies, but who the hell knows?
Okay, so then we get that backstory now.
He doesn't care.
Well, because
He's like,
he lost his child, man. I mean, like, that's why I was telling you. I was like, can you fucking imagine? Like, wouldn't you try to do anything?
I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. Go down like a bitch when it came back to kill everybody.
You know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't carry my son's dead body through a 4-hour journey through like a fucking forest and just that to me was the creepiest part.
Well, yeah, so it doesn't happen right away, but the whole family's going to go back to Chicago.
Yeah.
With her shitty parents.
But now they're
and
like,
he's
we're
like,
sorry, we love you.
He's like, I'll be there soon. I have some things to like
Take care
sew
of.
up here.
Which means
whatever.
I need to go dig up our son's
Well,
grave.
the little girl has a dream that Peck's cow comes to like talk to her and like tells her that, you know, your dad's gonna bury this shit.
He's gonna do something bad. He's gonna do something bad.
Yeah. Now Pascal is like leeched onto the mother.
But the mother like doesn't see him.
No. It's like a Whoopi Goldberg ghost scenario.
That movie's great.
So yeah, he goes and digs up his son, and then he holds his son in the cemetery, crying and saying, "I'm gonna fix this." And
It's
then
very
he
depressing.
puts his son in a bag and
But he puts him in like a sheet.
carry-
Not like where the cat, where he put it literally in a garbage bag. He was like, let me get this fucking cat over here. Put his son in a sheet.
you know what? At that point, I would have just thrown that cat like in that like watery quarry part and been like, "Fuck this." It's too much.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me it's gonna take us like 5 hours to get to this bitch?
Judd, my family's at home. I got a lot of cranking out time to get to. Come on now. So yeah, he takes this kid on this fucking journey, and he's like talking to him the whole time.
I just can't get over that. That's the creepiest part of the movie to me. Is that part of him carrying
Zelda
his?
is the creepiest part.
No, him wanting to carry his dead son is real weird to me.
Rachel.
Rachel? Is that you? I finally came back for you, Rachel. I'm going to twist your back like mine so you'll never get out of bed again.
Creepy.
I just don't like dead bodies.
The little girl wakes up, tells Rachel all about the dream or whatever, and then so Rachel calls and like no one's answering
Because he's digging his son.
So she calls Judd, and Judd's like, "What? No, he's not home." And she's like, "I'm coming back," and he's like, "No, don't do it."
Yeah.
And so Judd goes out on the porch to like try and stay awake,
Yeah.
and wait for
Dude. Homeboy.
Paul to come back. Mm-hmm. And falls asleep because he's fucking super old.
Yep.
So yeah, he buries him, goes back home, and immediately passes out in bed.
Which is so stupid.
And then Gage, we see his little hand come up from the little rocks.
Yeah, see, I don't like any of this shit. I don't even like re-talking about it. It makes it so different now that I have Oliver. I think before I would just be like, oh, it's kind of creepy as a kid. But now that I like, and he just has to be the same like fucking age too. I was like, come on.
So Rachel has like a hallucination almost about Zelda. And Zelda's like, "You couldn't take care of Gage or me." And like Zelda gets like super close to the camera. That's the part that like always freaked me out. Like that second part.
I don't even remember it.
It's gross. So Rachel's coming back home. Pascal's with her.
Dad is asleep, and then Gage is getting a scalpel.
Yeah,
out of
Gage
his
comes
bag.
home.
Who the fuck? What kind of doctor takes a scalpel home?
It's your own personal scalpel. It's your doctor bag.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Do all doctors have their own personal scalpel?
I would think so. Yeah. In case of like an emergency.
I guess like
Keep it in your doctor's bag. Okay. Especially in like a small town like that.
Yeah. All right, so the kid is obviously coming back evil.
Yeah. And he grabs a scalpel and fucking heads over to Judge's house.
Well, you didn't know that because at first you're thinking he's going to just kill his dad right away, right? But then he goes to Judd's house.
That's like...
The part that creeps you out?
No, it's when he calls his dad.
First I played with Dad, then Mommy came, and I played with Mommy. We played, Daddy. We had an awful good time. Now I want to play with you.
Like, I remember it. I clearly remember that part.
What does he say? Like, Daddy?
First, I played with Judd, and then Mommy came, and we had a wonderful time. And now I want to play with you. Creepy. So he kills fucking Judd, but he kills Judd in like the worst possible fucking
You're right.
way.
That part was pretty bad.
Cuts right through his Achilles. Oh, God.
Yeah, and seeing back then, they don't have like CGI fake shit. So it's like obviously like
It's practical
mold,
graphics. Yeah.
And then they like cut into
Practical
it.
effects. It's fucking
it's
great.
fucking nasty looking.
Yeah. It's so much better than the CGI bullshit.
It is better.
Though. Yeah. And then like...
And then he like slits his mouth.
Yeah, he just like keeps stabbing him. And that's when I said I would punch a kid.
I know that little kid tiny.
Zombie or not, I'm punching a kid.
Zombie or not, I'm punching that kid. Yeah, that part was pretty bad. I didn't think that guy was gonna die.
Judd dies.
He did.
Of course. And then Rachel's like on her way back, and like the car pops a tire and goes
And
into
they're
a
like
ditch.
trying to stop her from getting there.
Yeah, and Pascal's like, "Don't let it stop you. They're trying to stop you, the evil forces." So then she like gets in a truck. It's
Wait,
like,
isn't
"Hey,
that-
baby."
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Because wouldn't it be better if she didn't get there? Because then she would like
Not die.
not die.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. What's Pascal's like end game on that?
When he's like, "Get there, hurry up! You're gonna fucking die."
Yeah,
I
Pascal.
think
What
maybe
the fuck?
he thinks that she'll take him out. She'll understand that he's evil.
Maybe. But I mean, what?
But she didn't. Look at when he pretended and when he said it was him, she was like, "Come here, son," and then he fucking killed her.
Yeah.
So that was useless. Good job, You know what he needed? He needed to recruit the fucking daughter. Because that little girl would have fucking killed him very easily. Bitch doesn't believe in God.
Back to the only child.
Yeah, she would have been like, "You need to fucking die. You are not my little brother."
So
Bam. Plot twist. I hope they do that in the new Pet Cemetery.
So the doctor wakes up finally. Paul wakes up. Bam. And he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he sees like dirty footprints, like
His little feet prints.
at his bag, and then out the door. And then the
His
phone
scalpel,
rings.
his bag is,
Yeah.
his thing is empty.
And the phone rings, and it's asshole father-in-law wanting to talk to Rachel, and he's like, "She's sleeping." "Well, I recommend you go wake her up."
Well, because he's like,
Ellie
she
had a dream. Yeah, the girl had a dream that
mommy was dead, and
yeah, I can't talk right now, and he just hangs up. And then Gage calls right after and says that those titular phrases that we've known to love. And then
stupid.
We had an awful good time.
Oh.
Fuck you, Gage. What have you done? So he fills up some syringes and heads over to Judd's house. Poisons the cat. Cat dies. Again.
Dead cat.
And then he goes inside, and like the whole house is like it's like a
Fucked up.
swampland.
Yeah.
And he heads upstairs, and he finds
Judd. He finds
Judd first, which
Under
is
the bed.
Yeah, which is like a prosthetic head that they had molded and like created. Because Fred Gwynn didn't fucking. He's like, I don't feel like doing this anymore.
Is that really what happened?
No, I just like to imagine it. I've heard that Fred Gwynn was kind of an asshole.
He seems like it.
He played like one of the nicest characters, Herman Munster, and then he's a prick. And then his wife. Okay, so that's another section that we'll come back to. But the wife is like falls out of the attic, hanging. You don't see anything else on her. You just see like her legs, and he freaks out. And then there's Gage.
He's like, "Hi, Daddy."
And then Gage is like stabbing him with the scalpel and shit. And then finally he gets the needle in and fills Gage full of sedative, and no fair. Gage
It's not a sedative. Well, it's a sedative that'll kill him, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. And he
No fair.
he like falls and like fucking hits his head. And then like he goes to like look at him, and the kid's like like growls at him. And then he burns the house down. But you know what he got out before the house burned down?
His wife.
His wife.
He didn't fuck around.
And Pascal's like, don't do it. What are you doing? Hello?
First of all, that girl should have just given up.
You've killed Judd. Killed your wife. Killed your son twice. Killed the cat.
And you're leaving your daughter literally to be alone forever.
So he buries his wife at the pet cemetery. She comes back. And so here's the... Okay,
but she comes back, kills him, the end.
the end. Now what does she do? Does she go around killing other people?
Oh, I guess you're right. There wasn't like a real ending.
Or like does she stay in the house now?
Well, no, because obviously people are going to come back and see the scene and everything.
But who? It's not like you said yourself, Judd lives on his own.
The parents were already wanting to talk to the mom.
Huh.
So they're going to call, report a missing persons report. Police will go out there. The police might die. And then
Then they'll send more cops.
And then they'll die.
You've never
Basically,
seen...
it just becomes a murder house.
You've never seen Return of the Living Dead. But there's a scene where like the cops come and the zombies eat them. And the zombies are a little more comedic in this one. And like one of the zombies answers the phone or like the walkie-talkie and he's like, send more cops.
Stupid.
They just keep eating all the cops. Yeah, and that's the end.
All right. So did this movie hold up?
Oh,
for
yeah,
you?
dude. Pet Sematary is great. Still great. We get the Stephen King part because Missy hangs herself midway through.
That's right. We forgot about that bitch.
Yeah.
What was the point of that, though? Just to show...
That was one of the conversations about death that they were having.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just weird. Because the doctor wanted to help her with her
And she,
stomach pains.
didn't want to let him help.
Yeah. Always the same, never worse, never better.
I wish I could marry a rich doctor. Why are you weird jealous?
I'm not married to anyone. What?
This chick's basically like Debbie Downer.
Okay, Missy, you psychopath.
Okay, so are you gonna want to see the new one?
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I was very irritated with the spelling.
Why?
I get it because kids wrote it.
Kids wrote it.
It's not how you spell cemetery.
You're like the mom. It's spelled wrong, but that's what it says.
Why does the mom sound so gay?
Because she is gay. So Bruce Campbell
She's
was
married to the dad.
the first choice for
Bruce Willis?
Lewis. Bruce Campbell.
Who's Bruce Campbell? The ones that you made, the new one you made me watch. I didn't like that movie at all.
No, not from the new one. Have you ever seen Army of Darkness?
Nope. I wish I had more room.
Oh boy.
Who is he? What does he look like?
One of the most famous actors in the world.
Okay, well, I don't know who he is. All I know is that this movie was pretty scary. Not like, scary, but like creepy. Creep factor. Which those movies tend to freak me out more than the ones.
The role of Ellie, the little girl, was played by twins.
That's stupid.
Wendigo. Stephen King lived like 2 blocks away from where this was filmed, so he was on the site all the time. Because Stephen King lives in Maine.
Does he really?
Yep.
Well, creepy people live in Maine. I actually don't know if that's a fact.
Well, take a look at who we know. Stephen King and Nathan Foss.
Okay, we don't personally know Stephen King.
I feel like I do. George Romero was going to direct this originally. Instead, he directed Monkey Shines. There's a pretty funny How Did This Get Made episode about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I did like this movie. I think out of most of the movies you've made me watch, this was the better one. I like scary movies, though. I love them.
What's better, Big or Pet Sematary?
Pet Sematary. Big was creepy. Big was creepy in the fact that I just felt like it was weird and just statutory rape. So
Statutory rape.
Yeah. I
Okay.
didn't like that. I'm not doing F, Marry, Kill this time.
Why?
There's no one to choose from. You're going to make me choose from the ghost, old man, and the dude? No. I'm not playing this game. You can't play it either.
And Pascal?
No. That's Ghost Man. Who did you think I meant by Ghost Man?
And her dad?
No, we're not doing it.
What about me?
Little girl, wife.
You're disgusting.
And then the creep thing.
Missy, Zelda, or the wife? I'd kill Zelda. I'd marry Missy because she needs some good in her life. And I'd bang the wife. Because she wears like a teddy to bed.
I'm not participating in this horribly F, Marry, Kill.
You're no fun. Okay, so we need to do one more Halloween movie before the end of the month.
Okay, so
and it'll be one of yours. It'll be Halloween Town.
Oh my god, I can't fucking wait.
And then we'll watch another movie of your choice. We need to stop. We need to stop telling people that this is going to be the next movie. Because like if we can't find it or.
So yeah, this is my rant, which I think we did before, or maybe we didn't do it on the podcast. But I can't fucking stand now that there's no Blockbuster or Hollywood Video for this podcast purposes.
And like the shittiest fucking part, the shittiest part is Netflix disc. It's like $8.
Yeah.
And that's like one. You get one.
I want to watch old movies sometimes, all right? And Netflix doesn't have it all. Hulu doesn't have it. So many people don't have it. And you know what's really annoying is, didn't I tell you Netflix is now streaming Breakfast Club?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. I just saw it again. I was like, wow, we had to fucking buy it. So we either have to buy the movies or like rent them.
Yeah, I had to buy Big for $5.
Yeah, this is getting like costly.
Well, I'm not making money on this.
I don't
found the
watch Big
website
again.
Yeah, we're never gonna watch it again.
I don't want to watch that creepiness again. Maybe my dad will wanna. He'll be like, oh, I love this movie.
This movie cost $11 million to make. It made $57 million.
That doesn't even seem like a lot.
5 times its budget. I bet most of that went to
$11 million in 1989? That seems like a lot. Well, I would give Pet Sematary an A. I like it.
An A?
I'm going to give it an A. I actually thoroughly got a little scared, which is pretty rare since I don't usually get scared with scary movies.
Yeah, and there's a lot of creepy.
There's a lot of creepy. I don't like creepy scary. Like, I don't like creepy.
I don't like creepy.
I don't like creepy. Okay, but you know what? Our next Halloween movie is not going to be creepy at all. I really wish we could watch Halloween Town 2, though. Because Halloween Town 2 to me is better.
That's got to be somewhere.
Than Halloween Town 1. But Halloween Town 1 is the OG.
Did you ever see Love Potion number 9?
No. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, but it was a movie, too. In 1992.
I'm definitely thinking of the song. Can you sing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I said you, not me.
No, I'm all right. I'd rather not.
You'll just make really weird noises throughout the whole podcast.
Hey.
What?
The lead from Pet Sematary is in an episode of Dexter.
Is he really?
Mr. Wilson. Episode called That Night a Forest Grew. 7 episodes. The 7th episode of the 2nd season.
Dude, Dexter was so good.
Dexter was really good.
So good until it wasn't.
Yeah. You guys were so pissed about that ending.
Wait, were we going out when that happened?
Yeah. Yeah, we were. You watched it with Matt and Christina.
Man, but you know what's crazy? Is that I started that show because of Esteban. Esteban like forced us.
Shout out to Esteban.
Shout out to all my ex-boyfriends.
Shout out to Empire Records.
So anyways,
playing House of Blues.
I watched that because, and I remember, I feel like we were like annoyed that he kept telling us to watch it. We were just like, oh my God, we'll fucking watch it so he shuts up. And then we watched it and it was so fucking good. We were just like, shit, he was right. And then we just got crazy and cracked out and yeah.
Oh, Fred Gwynn's also in My Cousin Vinny.
Never seen it.
What the fuck? You idiot. There's Herman Munster.
I've never seen that.
Oh, my Jesus.
It looks like Frankenstein.
Yeah, dude, that's the whole point, man. It's funny.
But so is he Frankenstein?
He's a monster, and he's married to, like...
Bride of Frankenstein?
No. Oh, my God. To, like, Dracula's daughter. And Dracula's there. His name's Grandpa, right? And Lily Munster, that's the daughter. And, okay, so their son is a wolf boy.
Oh, man, I think I know the son.
But then they have a daughter who's 100% normal. And they also have a pet named Spot, like he does in this movie, except Spot's a dragon.
Was this a show?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking great.
A show on what channel?
Oh, it had to be like ABC.
Oh, man, it was like on a regular network.
Yeah. What kind of fucking games do you think we're playing here, dude?
Games?
Yeah. What's your fucking problem?
I don't know. I don't know the show.
The Monsters was on from 1964 to 1966. What's this, 1987?
All right, first of all, so you expected me to know this show from the 60s?
Bitch, do you know Adam West Batman?
I didn't until a Family Guy.
Oh my Jesus.
Family Guy is what made me realize who Adam West was. Steve's mind is exploding right now of do you want to still be married?
CBS, dude.
Do you still want
It
to
was
be
on
married?
CBS.
Do you still want to be
I just don't
married?
get how you lived your life.
I'm gonna be really honest. I probably just didn't. I think the only thing I remember watching when I was a kid was Rugrats.
Like, you didn't have cable, right?
No, for sure.
Yeah,
not.
this is the shit that was on the non-cable stations.
No, that was
bro.
like Judge Judy, Star Trek. I watched the fuck out of Star Trek. Me and my brother would build like Lego spaceships. I remember watching Star Trek. That's like one of the main things I remember. And oh man, like the fuck is that? Bob Barker. Price is Right.
Did you ever watch a movie Radio Flyer?
No.
That movie's depressing.
No.
Yeah, so we both recommend you watch this movie again.
This podcast was the worst. I'll just put it out there because we just ranted about everything else. Next time we'll take notes, people. And we won't be
I don't mind the
doing it
ranting.
4 days later.
I don't mind the ranting or the like jumping around.
I do. I like consistency.
I mean, you gotta change up every now and then.
Do you? Sprout. Sprout's snoring, living his best life, and I'm over here.
Why don't... Okay, so Halloween Town, why don't you take the notes and you head up the podcast?
I will.
Fuck, I can't wait, dude.
Man, what if we just do a marathon and watch Halloween Town 1 and 2?
We can do that. And we'll put it all in one episode.
Yes. That means we'll like...
I don't even know what that noise means.
We're gonna speed through it. We're gonna have no fuck around.
No fuck around. All right. For April, for Steve, this has been It Used to Be Better.
Halloween style.
Hey, make sure you check out Scott Stokes on Instagram. He did our lovely theme song, and he releases content every single day of new tunes he's writing. Make sure while you're on Instagram to like us there, Frank Culture, Facebook Frank Culture. Goodbye. No bye this time.
Bye.
There's something strange going on here.
I'm scared and I want to go home.
Nobody knows what it is.
Never get out of bed again!
The ground is somber. This is an eerie place.
A place where the dead speak.
No place to call home.
This place is evil.
Stephen King's Pet Sematary.